Belize, in 1924, was a British colony known as British Honduras. It was a time when the colony was still finding its footing under British rule, navigating the complexities of colonial governance and economic dependency. It was a small colony with a population that was modest in size but rich in cultural diversity. The towns were quaint and the landscape was dotted with small communities that thrived on local resources. The economy relied heavily on forestry, which was the backbone of British Honduras. The dense forests provided an abundance of mahogany, a highly prized wood that was exported to various parts of the world. Mahogany and chicle were its main exports. Chicle, the natural gum used in chewing gum, was another significant product. The extraction process was labor-intensive, involving many workers who tapped the trees for this valuable resource. These products were in high demand, and the bustling markets and busy harbors were a testament to the thriving trade. The economy was stable, driven by the export of these key commodities. However, beneath the surface there were social tensions brewing. The colony was not immune to the issues of inequality and discontent that often accompany colonial rule. There was a stark divide between the wealthy landowners who controlled much of the land and resources and the working class who toiled under challenging conditions. The working class was mostly made up of Creole and Maya people. These communities had rich cultural heritages but faced significant economic and social challenges. They desired better living conditions, as many lived in overcrowded and inadequate housing. The disparity in living standards was a source of growing frustration. They also wanted more political representation. The colonial government was seen as distant and unresponsive to the needs of the local population. The colony was on the cusp of significant change. The winds of transformation were beginning to blow, signaling a shift in the social and political landscape. Life in Belize was simple yet vibrant. The daily routines of the people were filled with a sense of community and tradition. Most people lived in rural areas where agriculture was the primary means of livelihood. The fertile land provided sustenance and a way of life that was closely tied to the rhythms of nature. They relied on agriculture for their livelihood. The population was small, but the sense of community was strong, with neighbors often helping each other in times of need. Transportation and communication were limited, with horse-drawn carriages and a rudimentary postal service being the primary means of getting around and staying in touch. This made development a challenge. Building infrastructure was a slow and laborious process, often hampered by the lack of modern technology and resources. Despite these challenges, Belize had a rich culture that flourished. Festivals and traditional dances were a vibrant part of life, bringing people together in celebration. It was a blend of African, Maya, and British influences. This unique mix created a cultural tapestry that was both diverse and harmonious. This cultural mix was evident in the music, food, and language. Traditional Belizean music, with its rhythmic beats and the flavorful cuisine, were reflections of the colony's rich heritage. The street language, a blend of different dialects, told the story of a people united in their diversity. The 1930s brought hardship to Belize. The Great Depression had a severe impact. The demand for Belize's exports plummeted. This led to widespread unemployment and poverty. The situation worsened in 1931. A devastating hurricane struck Belize City. It was a Category 4 hurricane. It caused widespread destruction. The hurricane reshaped the city. Many wooden structures were destroyed. The economy struggled to recover. The combination of the depression and the hurricane led to social unrest. People demanded better living conditions. They also wanted more government support. These events highlighted the colony's vulnerability. They also emphasized the need for economic diversification. The 1940s and 50s saw a significant rise in nationalism across Belize. This period was marked by a growing sense of identity and pride among the Belizean people. The people of Belize wanted more control over their own affairs, seeking to break free from colonial rule. They gathered in community meetings discussing the future of their nation and the need for greater autonomy. The movement for self-governance gained momentum as more Belizeans joined the cause. Political rallies became a common sight, with demonstrators holding signs and chanting for change. In 1954, Belize held its first election under a new constitution. This was a historic moment for the country, as it marked the beginning of a new era in Belizean politics. This constitution introduced universal adult suffrage, allowing all adults the right to vote regardless of gender or social status. It was a monumental step towards equality and representation. The election results were eagerly awaited, and when they were announced, there was widespread celebration in the streets. It was a significant step towards self-determination and a brighter future for Belize. The People's United Party, or PUP, emerged as a powerful force during this time. The party quickly gained popularity among the masses, becoming a symbol of hope and change. George Price became its leader. He was a charismatic figure who passionately advocated for independence. Under his leadership, the PUP's popularity grew and it became the voice of the people. The PUP championed the cause of the working class, promising to address their needs and concerns. It sought to improve the lives of ordinary Belizeans through social and economic reforms. The party promised social and economic reforms that would benefit all Belizeans. These included better working conditions, fair wages, and improved access to education and healthcare. The PUP's rise marked a turning point in Belizean history. It signaled a shift in the political landscape and the beginning of a new chapter for the nation. The desire for change and self-governance was clear. The people of Belize were ready to take control of their destiny and build a nation that reflected their values and aspirations. In 1961, Hurricane Hattie struck Belize. It was another devastating hurricane. It caused widespread damage. Belize City was once again in ruins. This time, however, the response was different. There was a growing sense of self-reliance. The people of Belize were determined to rebuild their lives. They also wanted to chart their own destiny. The disaster prompted a major decision. The government decided to relocate the capital city. The new capital would be built inland. It would be called Belmopan. The decision to move the capital was strategic. It aimed to reduce the vulnerability to hurricanes. It also symbolized a fresh start. Section 5. A new capital for a new nation. The construction of Belmopan began in the late 1960s. It was a massive undertaking. The new capital was designed to be modern and functional. It would house all the government offices. It would also provide housing for government workers. The move to Belmopan was gradual. It took several years for the city to become fully operational. The relocation of the capital was a symbol of progress. It represented Belize's determination to build a better future. Belmopan became a symbol of hope. It also served as a reminder of the challenges overcome. In 1973, British Honduras officially changed its name to Belize. This was a significant step towards independence. It affirmed the country's unique identity and reflected the aspirations of its people. The journey to independence was not easy. There were obstacles along the way. Guatemala had a long-standing claim to Belize. Despite these challenges, Belize persevered. On September 21, 1981, Belize achieved its independence. It was a momentous occasion. It marked the end of colonial rule and ushered in a new era of self-determination. The first few decades of independence were marked by political and economic challenges. Belize was a young nation navigating the complexities of self-governance. The PUP, led by George Price, dominated the political landscape in the early years. The country faced economic difficulties. It was heavily dependent on agriculture, and the prices of sugar and citrus, its main exports, were volatile. The government implemented various programs aimed at diversifying the economy and improving the lives of Belizeans. Despite these efforts, progress was slow. The country continued to face challenges, including poverty, unemployment, and social inequality. Belize continued to be vulnerable to natural disasters. In 2000 and 2001, Hurricanes Keith and Iris struck the country, causing significant damage and setting back development efforts. The government responded by strengthening disaster preparedness measures and seeking international assistance for reconstruction. The border dispute with Guatemala remained a lingering issue, causing tensions between the two countries. Belize remained committed to finding a peaceful resolution, engaging in dialogue with Guatemala and seeking the support of the international community. As Belize celebrates a century since its pivotal year in 1924, the nation stands transformed. Over the past 100 years, Belize has undergone a remarkable journey of growth and change, evolving from a small British colony into a vibrant, independent nation. From a colony reliant on forestry, where the economy was heavily dependent on the export of mahogany and other hardwoods, Belize has diversified its economy. Today, it boasts a range of industries including agriculture, fisheries, and manufacturing, contributing to a more stable and robust economic landscape. Tourism has emerged as a major industry. The pristine beaches, crystal clear waters, and vibrant marine life of the Belize Barrier Reef attract thousands of visitors each year. Belize's natural beauty, from its barrier reef to its lush rainforests, offers a unique and diverse experience for nature enthusiasts and adventure seekers alike. These natural wonders attract visitors from around the globe, making tourism a cornerstone of the national economy. The country has made strides in education and healthcare. Investments in these sectors have led to improved literacy rates and better health outcomes for its citizens. The government has invested in infrastructure projects, including improving roads, airports, and telecommunications. These developments have enhanced connectivity and accessibility, fostering economic growth and social development. While challenges remain, Belize has made significant progress. The nation's commitment to sustainable development and environmental conservation has also been a key factor in its growth. It has demonstrated resilience in the face of adversity. Natural disasters have tested the strength and unity of the Belizean people, but each time they have rebuilt with determination and hope. The nation continues to evolve, embracing modernity while preserving its rich cultural heritage. Festivals, music, and traditional dances remain integral to Belizean life. Embracing its rich history and culture, Belize honors its past while looking forward to a promising future. Belize looks towards the future with hope and optimism. The spirit of its people, combined with the nation's natural and cultural wealth, ensures that Belize will continue to thrive and inspire for generations to come.